Hello, 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 everyone. It is Monday night, and we are here with another episode of SideKick Power Hour. We're almost done with season 5 of SideKick Power Hour, but we have a few more weeks where I'll be coming to you Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am your host, Joshua R. Pangborn, and we are the live stream portion of the SideKick Productions universe, or the Crewniverse, as they call us. I am so excited to have you here. Again, if this is your first time being here, SideKick Productions is a queer, fat positive, sex positive production company which focuses on telling stories about these marginalized voices and usually in the sphere of horror, but not always. We do a lot of comedy. We have a show coming out very soon that's a comedy called The Art of Blowing It Season 2. And then later this year, our dramedy, the Skeleton Crew Season 6. So we do a lot of everything, but horror is always near and dear to my heart. And every Monday night, for a few months out of the year, I come to you on live to bring you a special guest who works in the world of queer art, fat positive art, sex positive art, horror, or some sort of ally therein or thereof. And tonight's guest is no stranger to the show and no stranger to queer, fat positive, sex positive art. In fact, he tackles all of those, ticks all those boxes, sometimes more than I do, I think. So I'm really excited for you to hear from him and about his new song. But before we get there, like I do every Monday, I try to catch you up on what we've been doing the past week in Sidekick Productions. But first, hello, hello, hello. If you have any comments, feel free to always put them in the chat and I'll respond to you. If you're watching us from Instagram, I will not be able to see the comments because for some reason they don't come through to StreamYard. So if you want to comment and say hello to me, you have to direct it through the YouTube portion of or the Facebook portion. But no, if you're watching on Instagram, I will see the comments after, so I appreciate that as well. And yes, hello, good evening. Yesterday was Easter for those who celebrate the Roman Catholic holiday of Easter. I hope everyone had a good Easter if you celebrate it. Today is also International Asexuality Day. So, to all our ACE family members, hello and welcome, and we love you, and we recognize a very important part of our queer umbrella. Asexuality is a big part of a lot of the things we make at Psychic Productions. It's one of the characters I play, in fact, on in A Taste of Youth. Our first feature film is an asexual character, and we have a wonderful ace character in Skeleton Crew, and a couple other projects here and there have ace characters. So we always love to celebrate the different facets of the rainbow that is the queer umbrella, and today is no different than any other day. Um, so what have we been up to this past week for Sidekick Productions? Well, we have been doing a lot of editing. I am very excited. I won't say it here because I'll save it for everyone to see tomorrow. But I have a very big announcement about the contract, and I'm excited about that. It's very, very good news for all of us. We received a bunch of nominations for the Baltimore Web Fest, in fact. Which, if you saw, we received 11 nominations at the Baltimore Web Fest. And I'll be going there next week to see if we win any awards. So fingers crossed. But in the meantime, we received 5 nominations for Demon Doctor, our beloved series. We were nominated for Best Horror Series, Best Horror Director, Best Horror Writer, Best Horror Actor, Mark Eugene Garcia, Best Horror Actor, Joshua R. Pangborn. And for our short film Burned, we also received 5 nominations. Best Horror Short Film, Burned. Best Horror Short Film Director, Joshua R. Pangborn. Best Horror Short Film Writer, Joshua R. Pangborn. Best Horror Short Film Actor, Kyle McIntyre. And Best Horror Short Film Actor, Joshua R. Pangborn. And then for the contract, we were nominated for Best Trailer. So the contract's already getting some love, and we haven't even been finished the movie yet. So I'm very, very happy about that. That's a very good sign for us for festival season. If the trailer is so good that they're excited about it for going forward. Thank you, Mark. Yes, I am very glad to get the nominations as well. And thank you. Hopefully, we will have some luck next week with those. In addition, we've been working hard on editing and the art of blowing at season 2. That is moving into audio post production now, which is the next step before basically release. So stay tuned for more information on that. If you were here last week, you got to see the trailer. But if you did not join us last week, you'll have to wait until May for the trailer to be released for everyone to see. And then for Skeleton Crew, I've been editing that and working on that as well. So it's been a lot of post production work this past week, but a lot of really good post production work and some really good positive stuff. And that's sort of where we are in the world of SideKick Productions these days. But uh, the most exciting thing sometimes can be the release of a project. And I know that this past weekend we had a very, very exciting release of our special guest. And so I'm going to bring him on himself to talk about his release that he had on his birthday, no less. Here is sex icon himself, Bryce Quartz.
Hello. What's up?
Hello, Bryce.
Thanks for
Happy
having me on
birthday.
today.
You're
What was that?
welcome. How was your birthday?
It was great. I didn't really do anything crazy. I decided to eat at Chili's. Remember, I wanted
I
the
mean,
most
that's a little
mid food.
crazy. That's a little crazy, I think.
I know, living in New York City, I'm like, I want Chili's.
That's really like I as someone from a very small town, I understand because that seems like it's an exciting thing to do on your birthday. Um,
It's exactly what I wanted to wait in the Chili's waiting area for 45 minutes and be surrounded by loud children. It was awesome. It was exactly what I needed.
you know how to have a good time.
Yeah.
See, I would think you would do something completely different, but this is how Bryce Quartz has a good time.
Exactly.
The Chili's waiting area. That should
It's
be your
perfect.
next song, I think, or at least the
Yeah,
next
no,
music
it's
video
great.
should be
There were
there.
a lot of hot daddies, so I mean, could be a
Well, you're
song.
in Chili's, of course you are. So,
Yeah.
oh, happy belated birthday, Bryce.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So Bryce, you've been here before, but just in case, before we get into why you're here, in case people don't know who you are, which that'd be silly. Of course they know who you are, but just in case, just some stranger wandered in here. Who are you, Bryce? And tell us what you do.
My name is Bryce, and I make rap music, and I write for Barrel Magazine and Gaming Magazine, and yeah, I mean, I make a lot of content. I try to make people laugh online. Maybe you've seen silly content I've posted.
We don't say content, Bryce, anymore. We say media.
Media. I've made some silly media.
Content makes you sound like you're producing something that's uh like Henry Ford or something like that. I don't know why Henry Ford. I picked Henry Ford because that's
I'll
the
take
only
it.
businessman I know. So
I mean, I write down a lot of my ideas. Let me turn my mic down. This is a little crazy when I get loud. Yeah, I mean, I write down a lot of my ideas for making funny videos, and so I think it's content
you make a lot of
creator.
funny videos. You are very funny.
Thank you. I
Jim
appreciate
is
it.
from a small town too. Bryce, I think you are from a small town, aren't you?
I'm from North Carolina. I'm from Randleman, North Carolina. It's actually about 15 minutes from where Heidi and Closet also grew up.
Is that how many people live in that town
I could
approximately?
I could probably like 20,000 maybe total.
Oh, so that's a big city to compare. I grew up in a town of 500 people, so never mind.
Yeah.
You're a big city boy. I forgot. I didn't realize
It's
that.
not. I mean, it was in. I grew up in like a cul-de-sac area. It was very suburban, very like suburbia. Riding my bike, but the closest thing you could do is drive to a gas station 10 minutes away, or drive to Walmart 25 minutes. It was like that.
Did you spend like your weekends at Walmart at like after with your friends after midnight? Was that like
I
the hot?
mean, yeah, definitely that, and that's where you would see everyone from high school. I feel like if I went today, I would probably come across a few people. That's like the hangout.
That's for what it was for me when I would when my friends and I wanted to go out. For some reason we always ended up at Walmart at like 12:30, 1 a.m. in the morning,
You can
1
get
a.m.
anything.
Because there was nothing else to do in a small town. So
Yeah. What if I
we're gonna go
need
hang out at
a little
Walmart,
snack?
which was very hip and exciting. So
What if I need a $5 rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night? You know what I mean?
11:30. What about 3 a.m.? Hi,
Exactly.
Alvin. Welcome.
It was fun.
So Bryce, I understand that not only did you have a birthday, but you released something on Saturday. So tell us about your new release.
I put out this song called Sex Icon, and it features another rapper named Shiloh. He lives in the middle of America. I always forget the state. It's somewhere in the middle of America. And then
Very
but
narrow.
he is actually Shiloh is actually, just shout out to him. He toured with Aja right after Aja came off the show the first time, and made a bunch of music with Aja. So they're besties. and I've worked with him a few times. And then I put it out. It also features Evie Oddly, which is the season 11 winner of Drag Race.
That's right.
So that's kind of crazy that kind of happened, but yeah, I've been sitting on this
So,
song for a long time.
so tell us about the song.
Yeah, I mean, so I wrote the song probably like 4 years ago, to be honest. I was on a hot
Let's
streak.
start with what's it called?
Sex Icon. Song is called Sex Icon. But yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of just the way I started thinking of creating it is it was just like, well, I want to be a sex icon, and then halfway through the hook, I'm like, no, I'm gonna be a sex icon. Um, I'm working I'm doing all the things to be the icon of sex, and it's very dirty, very much a lot of what my other music that I've put out is. It's very sexual, very graphic, very explicit. Do not well, I always say do not play it around your family, but I mean, I think it's kind of funny. You should play it around. It's actually a family-friendly song. I tell people I make Christian music sometimes, so you can play it,
I
around
mean,
then.
there's Christianity is all about being on your knees. So as far as I'm concerned, you do make Christian music. So
And there's a lot of knee action and more. Um, But yeah, I wrote the song, and then I asked Shiloh to be on it, and then there was a third verse that was just kind of open for a while. And about a year or two ago, I don't remember. I asked Evie Oddly just in DMs. I was just like, "Yo, I have this open verse. Would you be down to do it? This is who I am. I make this kind of music, blah blah blah." And she didn't read it for like 7 or 8 months. Which like to me, I think people need to understand if you like want something, you kind of just have to shoot your shot. It does not hurt to ask. And this
mhm.
is kind of like a lesson in that it does not hurt to ask. And eventually she read it, got back to me, and honestly, Evie is just like really, really sweet. Just it's one of the sweetest people that there is. Extremely patient, extremely understanding because I have a lot of health problems. So when it came to recording it and filming a music video for it, I really needed like people to be around me to be very patient and kind and understanding, and I could not ask for like a better scene partner than Evie. And also like we sat on this song for like a long time. I think like he came to record it like maybe 7 or 8 months ago. Yeah, so it's been a while. But I mean, it worked out and it happened, and I'm a very patient person too. I'm just gonna wait. It needs to be how I want it to be. It'll come out when it comes out. Sorry to my fans for not feeding you enough, but it's expensive.
It's expensive, and that's something that fans need to understand is that you're an indie artist, which means you do it at the pace you can do it, and which is both good and bad because that means that you are not beholden to anyone's calendar other than your own, but it also means you have no one to financially support you other than yourself. So
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. It's not I think when people get started in music, it becomes overwhelming because you start to realize all the pieces that you really have to put together. It's not just as simple as I'm going to record this song on my iPhone microphone over a beat. It's like purchasing and buying the exclusive rights, if you want to do music videos, I mean, that's a whole nother 12-step program right there. That's a whole nother thing. But it's fun and I love to do it. And I think it's worth it to put it out in the world.
I'm just confused why you didn't ask me to be the third verse. I'm known for my
I'm
rapping
so
skills.
sorry. I should
So
have asked. I really should have. Knowing your skills, actually, I really should have considered.
that's true. I am known for my rapping skills.
It's
So
true. And
I
singing. I mean that video that from the musical, that you did.
there
Shit.
was a lot of auto tune there for Josh. So
Well, it sounds great. It was natural. It was your natural voice. You're a beautiful singer.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, when you do your ballad album, I'll be on that then.
Thank you.
Um,
I would love that. Where my background singers at? No, I'm just kidding. I love that video. I love her. Yeah, that
I
would
think
be
it's
awesome.
very exciting though. I think I really like the song. I've heard it and I think it's really exciting.
Thank you.
But I'm a big fan of what you do. I think that you put out really authentically queer music, and you aren't afraid to put out something that other people would find uh, difficult to make because they're not comfortable with being as queer as they are, and I think that you love to embrace your identity, and you aren't ashamed of it. So that's what your music is.
Well,
So
thank you. I mean, I think once you get used to being called cringe and bullied online and the death threats, you just kind of don't care anymore. Once you get naked one time in Times Square for an Instagram reel, you're good. You know what I mean?
well, that's right. I mean, again, where was the call for that? I mean, I could have been there
I
doing
haven't
that,
done
but
that yet, so I will give you that call. Don't worry. We'll get there.
I don't I don't think that that's gonna happen, but we'll see. If it does, then I'll be there. So
Just a little leather, we got something on.
well, we both have wonderful leather pieces from Cockeye Kink.
Oh
So
my god, shout out Cockeye Kink. Shout out because
yes,
that's sex icon right there. That's sexually iconic.
Eric and Claire
Love
do
them.
an incredible job with the pieces that they put together.
And they're hot. They're hot too. What?
So tell me more about the journey of the song, especially like in relation to your health and all that, because I know that that's something that was really, it meant a lot for you to have an opportunity to put this song out, in considering everything you've gone through.
This is a long story, so I'll try to keep it as short as I can and
But
somewhat
we only have an
entertaining.
hour, so keep it down. Yes.
Yeah, right. So I mean, I pretty much I had a surgery 2 years ago, right after my little Come Pirate tour. I came back from LA. I literally had a hernia. They repaired it. It went bad. Needed another surgery to fix it. They removed the mesh, and so I've dealt with chronic pain ever since. Um, and there was a lot of moments in that time period over the last 2 years where I was like, there's no like, I genuinely could barely get out of bed. There was, like, a solid 4 months where, like, I actually couldn't move. Like, it was really bad. Um, and I've learned to manage the pain. There's a lot of medication I'm on, a lot of physical therapy, a lot of stretching. And so I've gotten a lot better at managing the pain. However, has been a lot of moments where I'm like, I genuinely I thought I would never perform again, never put out a song again, never do a music video again. And so to be able to finally get this pain somewhat manageable and then be able to um, do something like this has honestly been an honor. And I think one of the most emotional moments for me in this journey was after I filmed the music video. It was a 2-day shoot with Catalin, by the way. Shout out Catalin. It was a 2-day shoot, and I remember riding home on the subway. This is literally like a month ago, 2 months ago. And like it was just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Okay, so I'm in like work headspace, and I'm still in work headspace as I get to the train. It's like pouring rain, and I finally could catch my breath, and I just remember bawling my eyes out for 30 minutes on the subway, and because I felt like after accomplishing what we did, it felt like a huge middle finger to that inner saboteur and to those voices that and the pain that and my body has given me and blessed me with to be able to say fuck you, I'm doing this and I did it, and what now? Like we did it. And that was just a really cathartic moment, to be honest, just to be able to be like, I really did that, and like we did that, and I have such amazing people around me that made this possible, and that is so special, and it's just so rewarding. So even if the video flops and nobody likes it, I really don't care because it for me this was such a big personal win to be able to do something I never thought I'd be able to do again. Um, and yeah, that it's just very special to me. And even though it's like a very graphic sexual song, and it's silly, it can be cringy to some, it can be funny to some, and horny to others. It's something for everybody, in that realm. And for me, it was a very hard journey to get to this point, to be able to say, I can do this, and I did it. And there's that, that's and now the music video is not even out yet. It comes out next week, but when you see it, it'll be gag worthy. I think this is like a huge this is my best video yet. Absolutely.
You've had
Insanely
some good
cool.
videos, so
I appreciate that. This one will be a little crazier. It'll be fun. It's very
crazier.
artsy.
That crazier than your other videos.
Yeah, but in an artsy sense.
Ah, I got you. Okay,
Like
it's more artistic.
and if you want me to talk about that, I can. It's and the differences in the other videos. But because of my chronic pain, I went in with the intention of how can I film a video where I can still suck dick and eat ass, but maybe we just don't do anal. And um I know that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh man, like when they watch it or whatever. But if we actually look at the history of our community, gay people stopped having anal sex in the 80s and 90s because of the AIDS epidemic, and that's when fetish communities flourished.
Mhm.
And so I really wanted to dive into that era of like art and like Keith Haring. There's some Keith Haring inspired art that I had commissioned. Basquiat, I know he's not gay, but I mean I kind of threw it in there anyways as like I think that's awesome era. Um, there was another art, Andy Warhol. There's some Andy Warhol inspired art that's kind of modernized. I don't know. I really wanted to make this something that I was capable of doing, that was comfortable, but still very sexy and hot. And you will see Evie's dick. I mean, you'll see a lot of it. So hope you're ready for that. Hope you're
Well,
ready.
considering how much they talked about it on season 7 of All Stars, I mean,
And there's a direct reference to that as well in the video. So especially if you remember the roast.
oh, I
So
remember the roast.
direct reference, direct, and it's cool. It's sexy. Um, I just want to say, Evie, be hard as fuck, just all the time. Like how I literally was like laughing at him because I'm like, how are you like? You're just constantly this hard. And for me, I guess I get in the headspace of like, well, I need to remember my lyrics. I need to make sure I'm not in too much pain and I can push through this shoot. I need to still bring this energy too, as if I'm performing on a stage. Meanwhile, Evie's just like, I'm gonna be hard and I'm gonna do all this shit. And I'm like, damn, this is like it looks like a cakewalk to you. But for me, I'm like, how did you damn? And that shit big. It's
And
awesome
Evie
though.
also lives with a chronic condition, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I will say one funny part about Evie's condition and mine is that when we recorded the song, he came to my house and we both had to take our like pain meds at the same time, which was really funny to me because it was like he had an alarm go off, which then reminded me like, oh wait, I need to take mine too. I thought that was funny because I'm like, shout out to us taking our meds.
I'm really proud of you for doing this as well. I remember telling you a while back that we were going to find a way to make sure that you were going to find a way, but I was including myself in your journey because that's what I do. That we were going to find a way to make sure that you performed in and learned how to perform with your new life, basically, like the new conditions you had for it. And I'm glad that you figured out that way to do that and took those steps towards it because um, you are an artist, and the only thing that's going to stop you from doing it is you saying, "I don't want to do this anymore." So
It's true. And I really I made a post before I even started like making videos about the song, just basically saying like I truly do dedicate this to anyone who thinks they can't do it if something happens to you, especially people with conditions or with pain or with trauma. A lot of those things really can work your inner saboteur to the point
mhm.
where you do not want to do anything. And you know how many times I like didn't want to get out of bed even last week? Like um but I still want to do this. This is not something I refuse to let these things control me. And even if I could barely walk and it was still like that from a year ago, like I would have figured it out. And at the end of the day, I just really had to be patient with myself through all of this. And that's like the hardest thing ever. You cannot just like gain the wisdom of, oh, it'll be fine in the future. Like you don't know. These are unknown things sometimes. And that's just like a part of the reality of life. And I really just wanted this song to be a dedication to that, to people who feel like they aren't good enough or that they can't do it. Like you literally, I know that's so cliche to say, but I'm telling you, I genuinely wanted to die so many times throughout this process of healing, and I truly thought that I could never do this. It's like, so if I can do it, you can. And I know that's so cliche, but it's so true. That's my story. And I refuse to let this pain and these problems control that story and that narrative.
It's really hard when you go from going 100 miles a minute, like I know you did, to having to learn how to go at the new pace your body will let you. And it's really hard. And we've talked about this myself. Like when I after I fell down a flight of stairs, I have a whole different experience on what I can do physically than what I used to do, and it's hard not being able to push yourself the same way, or realizing, okay, I do need to sit down right now. Because on set, I'm used to just running around nonstop for 14 hours and carrying everything, and it's hard for me to carry things now, or to push myself like that, and I have to remind myself, okay, you need to sit down for a minute and take a breather. But I don't like doing that, and it's hard to teach yourself that you need to do what you want to do, but in a different way when you have these moments that happen to you. So
I also think that it speaks, even though mine is mostly physical, that leads a lot into mental as well.
yeah.
A lot of what I had to learn, that I think this can relate to people with anxiety or with ADHD or with, other conditions, other anything health related, is that I really had to tell myself day by day, it's not about, I need to focus on not about what I can't do, but what I'm capable of doing. And
Mhm.
my really good friend Jesse Paradise told me that. And, you know, I remember crying, telling myself that. Um, because I really thought that I couldn't do so many things. And I still can't. It's not like I could do what I not the same person I was before, but I really had to slow down. And that's really the hard part, is slowing down and realizing that you do need to take care of yourself, you need to take a breath, you need to sit down, it's just learning to do things differently too. That's all it really is. It's just
It's
learn
learning that you can still be an artist, and just learning the different ways you can do that
Yeah,
for you.
exactly.
Um,
For
and
everyone, I
for
think.
people
For
like
any
us who want to do that. So,
Yeah,
but if you don't want to be an artist, it's also if you have a chronic condition or some sort of injury, it's also like that too. You just have to, your life goes on. You just have to figure out how to live your life within the new parameters that have been given to you. So,
exactly. And that was also another hard thing to accept. Life goes on. Genuinely. The world, for me, the hardest part was another really hard part was like when I couldn't do anything and I want to go to all these bear nights. I want to go to all these events. I want to go see my friends. The world doesn't stop turning, and that's so hard to be. It's not like I'm like I want the world to be about me, right? And but I think in our own worlds we're like you start to realize that like it's not that nobody cares, it's just that the world will move on. And that's really depressing and that's really sad, but I really think it forced me to focus on what I can do and how to get myself up, and how to keep going. I know I'm not trying to make this like a whole spiel about like an inspirational thing, but
for
like
you, it was though, and for honestly, for me, it is too to see you do that. I know how. I mean, you and I have talked on days where you were really down, and I know what. I know a fraction of what you were going through at times, and just to hear you be so happy and proud of what you've done, it's beautiful to see that, and you should be inspirational. I mean, this is an inspirational thing. Whether or not it's a song about sex icons or not, whatever the song's about,
yeah.
I think it's inspirational. So you should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you. I think it's inspiring that you let me come on to set and do something with you for one of your projects
Well, yes, I was very excited to have you come on and be part of season 6 of Skeleton Crew this year. We've only filmed one of your scenes, but we've got a bunch more scenes to film
soon, right? I think it's
soon,
in like
very
3
soon.
weeks.
Well,
Sorry.
May, but
My bad.
well, actually, this is mid-April almost. So yes, so I guess a couple weeks. So yes.
My bad.
Um,
I'm
so
exposing dates. My bad.
just pick the days, whatever. Just show up and be there, and if you show up, I'll just film something. So
I loved it. And I want you to know that you brought something out of me that I really needed. And I am so thankful for that. I came into that wanting to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. And when I got there, I realized very, very quickly that like with acting, it's not necessary. It's really about feeling the character and being
mhm.
yourself and trying to be yourself within that character. And for me, I just was like, I need to get every line exactly right. And I think I did get the lines pretty damn close. because I spent a long time trying to memorize them, but I think you helped me be comfortable in that space, and filming with you was very fun for me. It felt like going out on stage and performing a song in a way.
Which it should, because that's sort of what it is. I mean, it's just performance. And here's a quick shot of you and me
Oh,
from that
wow.
day.
You have this on deck. I haven't even seen this yet. This is cool.
Well, I was actually editing this scene earlier today.
Aw,
So so I saw that and I was like, oh well, let me pop this in here for shots of Bryce and me on set.
I love
Um,
that. Wow.
no, you were great. You were wonderful. My whole thing is I want to make sure that people are comfortable on set, and I know that this was sort of your first acting experience. Um,
With lines
outside of music videos and everything.
or just being a background character.
There's that too. Um, it's never it's different than people think, and it's all about being. For me, it's all about being in the moment, and for me, it's all about reacting to what your partner is giving you on screen. And you the hardest thing is when somebody comes in with an acting with a part that they've determined how they're going to act, and then there's no freedom to vary from that, because
Yeah.
sometimes in the moment you want to do something different, or the delivery doesn't match the other person's delivery, and you need to learn to adapt with that. And it's about living in the moment, which is a really difficult skill for a lot of actors to actually develop. And I thought once you figured that out, you were so much more comfortable, and you did a great job, I
You're a
thought.
great director, and I think that's what really sold it for me was you directing me. I think I'm a very open book with, like, listen, I like being told what to do, so tell me, critique me. That was a hard thing I needed when I started making music too. I sucked at first and didn't take critiques, but you know what? Once I started taking critiques, harsh critiques, I needed it. I love criticism, but it's only I listen, let me just preface too. I only like criticism from people who know what the hell they're talking about. So, I don't
That's a very valid and important line to draw, actually, because sometimes people are like, you can't take any criticism, and it's like, well, no, I can take criticism, but that's not criticism. That's just sometimes it's just from people who don't know what they're talking about, and that's not helpful.
gay
So
people love to critique too. They're all in my comments.
well, they have their thoughts, you know them. So
Absolutely. They're really harsh critics. We have a harsh community, I will say. They're very mean, but I don't really care. There's also a lot of nice people too.
we've been very lucky at Skeleton Crew and Demon. Actually, all of the sidekick stuff, we've been very lucky. The people who watch it, 90% of them are always just positive comments. You always get that one or two, but I don't necessarily know if they're from the community even. I think they're just people who stumbled on it by accident on
Stroll
YouTube.
on
And
in.
but if that's the case, the algorithm brought you there for some reason. So thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, I want to also, let you know that part of the reason I really love doing the scenes with you too, and what I'm looking forward to with doing more is when I say it felt like walking on stage, I always get nervous before every single show. It's like right before I go on stage. I get this feeling that I have to pee. I My heart starts palpitating and but the fun part is that it's like as soon as I get into on stage and I'm start talking on the mic, I'm fine. I'm
Yep.
comfortable, and I'm hoping that when we film more scenes, it's like that for me. I might be a little stiff the first, 10 minutes, but as soon as we start, for me, because I was so nervous. You have no idea. Like watching you do scenes with everyone else before we did ours, I'm in my head and I want to pee, and I just
I realized that. I was trying to talk to you, and you were very distant, I think is the right word.
in my
And I was
head,
like,
absolutely,
why is he
yeah.
being so frigid right now? It's very odd. And then I realized, oh, he's just very nervous right now. Okay.
I don't want to be
Uh,
in I don't want to be in the way either. I always feel like I'm in the way. That's another thing with being disabled. I feel like I'm always in the way. I'm always moving to the right of the sidewalk. I just hate being in the way. I hate being like an inconvenience to somebody. And so I was literally trying not to move a muscle over there. I was like, let me not make a
I
sound.
saw. I was like, why is he so stiff and so frigid? This is not like Bryce usually is. But hey, I get it. I mean, as somebody as living in a fat body, I don't want to take up space either. I'm always nervous about taking up space and being in the way of people. So I get what you're talking about for sure. And honestly, you and I have the same sort of on right before like every time 5 minutes before I go on stage for something, I'm a nervous wreck.
Mhm.
And then I get on there and it's like totally fine.
But you know
But
what I've been told? You know what I've been told? If you lose that, you don't love it anymore. It means you
that's
care.
true. Yeah, I love that. That's a good way to look at it.
So that's how I feel about it. I'm like, if I don't feel like I have to pee, something's wrong.
Well, yes, if before you go on stage and in life in general, if you
Yeah,
don't have to pee,
exactly.
there's something wrong. So
Yeah, exactly.
take it from Bryce. If you don't have to pee, there is something wrong.
Exactly. You can pee on what? Never mind. Sorry.
Is that your next song you're making? Water
Pee
sports?
on me. There's a song already like that. It's amazing. Shout out to Miss
Uh,
Factual.
but no, I'm really excited to get you on set for, and you're actually going to be doing some scenes with Nakia too. So,
Yes, I can't wait to see that man in person. I have some words for that man.
oh, I hopefully will not be involved in those words. So,
No, they're not mean. He know if he's watching, he knows what I'm gonna say. So
well, Nakia,
he's
be
busy.
warned, I guess.
We're both busy bees. I get it. It's fine. But I'm like, oh, when I see you in person, you better know I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. So
Maybe wait till after we're done filming. So,
okay, yeah, I don't wanna okay, I'll wait till after. That's fine.
don't disrupt the set.
I won't. But after I will.
But no, but yeah, so I'm really excited for that. So Bryce, you will see Bryce in season 6 of Skeleton Crew. He's making his official Sidekick Productions premiere in a speaking role later this fall. So it'll be exciting for everyone and for me to see that. Uh, I'm really really excited. I think you'll have a fun time with Bryce's character. He is a very unique character for there's a
Unique.
lot of Bryceisms in it actually that I didn't even realize when I wrote it. I didn't write it for you, but I
A
realized you'd
lot
be
of
good
Bryce
at it.
Quartzisms, let's put it that way.
There's a lot of
A
Bryce Quartzisms, so
lot of orgasms.
there's that too, yeah. Which is very very common in Bryce's work in general. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're even going to hear one of your songs in the contract.
Oh, that's right. Yes. That's cool. I'm excited for that.
So we ended up putting one of Bryce's songs in the contract. You'll hear that later on.
Let
I'm
me turn
excited
the
for that.
tables on you. When is the Taste of Youth stream? I want to watch it again.
As you know, as soon as Film Hub tells me they've approved it, it'll be up. But by June, it'll be available on Blu-ray, so you can at least buy it on Blu-ray then.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll give you some cash.
So
Venmo
you can
you.
buy it on Blu-ray and then stare at yourself all the time in the background. So
I think I can find. I think the PS5 does that. Maybe we'll see.
Blu-rays, I'm pretty sure it
I don't
does.
know. We'll see. I'll take it. I like physical media. Bring physical media back.
It's important to have physical media. I'm a big fan of it. So
Yes.
it's hard in New York City to have physical media because you don't have a lot of space for it, but you make it work.
Oh, absolutely. My room looks like a thrift shop. I keep joking with my boyfriend about that. I'm like, I need to stop putting up Pokemon cards and video games and DVDs on shelves.
Just put all the Pokemon cards on your body. Like I feel like you should have like a whole like Pokemon leg.
That would be very heavy. There's a lot around here.
Well, just tattoo them then. Like have like a
I
Pokemon
have some
leg tattoo.
tattoos. Yeah, we have
You only
that.
have some tattoos, yes, just a few. So
Yeah, I could do some of these. These are cool.
I don't
Yeah,
think
let's
you have
do
any
it.
Pokemon tattoos though, do
I
you?
do. I do. That was one of my first ones. I have a Squirtle that's the Squirtle Squad. It's on my leg.
Well so that's the start of your leg sleeve then.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of random shit on my legs. So it's
You'll
just
have to cover
random.
it up with Mewtwo's and that's about all the Pokemon I know. So
I have there's some bears I want to get tattooed, some Pokemon bears. We'll see.
Fair enough. Okay.
It costs money to get tattoos, so
That's true. That's true. But there's a lot of tattoo artists in New York City, so
yeah, we'll get some more soon. We'll get some
yeah,
more.
just trade them. Let them be in one of your music videos for a trade. So
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if
I'm
that's.
joking.
We'll
No,
see.
that's a terrible trade. Don't do. You should put people in music videos who know what they're doing, not just because you want a tattoo.
I like strangers in my background. That would be cool. There's a lot in the reels I'm putting out this week on Instagram for Sex Icon. I filmed at a mall that I went to for my birthday. Yes, I was working on my birthday. Leave me alone. I wanted to do it.
Hey,
I filmed
I
my.
shot a short film on my birthday last year, so hey, I understand.
I mean, it's. I like it. I just like. Well, we have time. Let's do it. And I asked my boyfriend to do it, and he did. But
You
it's
went to the
funny because
mall and you did some promo work.
yeah, there's just random people in the background. You can see J.C. Penney's and Macy's and like.
What mall did you go to?
I went to this one in Long Island. I think it's called Roosevelt Field or
Oh, you
something.
went to Long Island Mall. Okay, fancy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but yeah, I think it was funny because it's just a bunch of white people mostly and their
Well, it's a Long
families.
Island Mall, so yeah.
So it was interesting because they're all looking at me and being like, "Whoa." I'm like, "Yeah," but I'm like lip syncing my lyrics. Nobody heard the song, just so you know. Like there were children probably watching me, but I'm not rapping it out loud. Just so don't get mad at me if you see that. Leave me alone.
Or
I'm not naked either. I'm wearing a shirt. It's not like I'm being crazy. I like have an AirPod in and I'm rapping my lyrics. It's not
hey,
crazy.
I support you.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with what you were doing. I encourage you to do that more. So,
I'm just putting it out there. The people in the background have no idea what's going on. They're just like, what is he doing? He's camera on him? It's weird.
is he having a spasm? What's going on?
Probably. I was definitely it was fun. There's some fun clips in there actually. I'm like, ooh, I look kind of cute.
So, tell me more about the rollout for this. Like, who's helped you with the rollout for the song?
Oh, there's so many people involved. This is the shout out time, right?
I
So
suppose so.
Evie, wrote his lyrics and did part of the video. Shiloh did his part of the video, wrote his lyrics. Keanu is a Canadian producer. He made the song, the instrumental. I wrote my lyrics. Ain't nobody write my stuff. Wrote and performed my own parts. And then my friend, my engineer, his name is Mitch. He mixed and mastered. And then Catalin Stellian, he is the producer of the video. He's the director, videographer, producer, whatever the hell else. He is just that man is doing a lot of work for me, and shout out to him. He is literally a legend. He filmed the last two videos. I don't think I could find most videographers who would be open to doing porn and a music video at once. Very interesting dynamic there. So shout out to Catalan for that. And then I commissioned two of my friends who are artists. One of them is it is I'm trying to think of how he wants to. It's Dirty Bear Black, I think is how he wanted me to reference him when I talk about him in this. I actually wrote an article about him on Barrel Magazine. You can go check it out. Look up Christopher Taylor, or just look up his name, Christopher Taylor on Barrel Magazine. He's a illustrator who has been an illustrator for so many years. He has done some of our favorite comics. He's worked for Marvel and DC.
Hmm.
Over the years, like I'm talking, he's done a lot of stuff. But now he still does a lot of commissions. He's done political ad work. He also has he does a lot of sexy art too. So I commissioned him to do Keith Haring, Basquiat inspired arts for to use. He also, you'll see this is why I'm saying it's artistic. I commissioned him to do he drew out all the lyrics. Every single lyric of the song he pretty much like drew so it could be kind of like a lyric video in a way as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that'll be in the video, but then there's a lot of random art pieces that match the lyrics. Like for instance, like in the hook, I go, I wanna with the lights on. I commissioned him, he did a spotlight. So that way, like that spot we can put the spotlights on because you'll see it's complicated the way I'm explaining it, but the art will kind of add character. He drew some like clouds. I think we're going to be sitting on clouds and moving around on those. So he did all of that art, and then my other friend Fairy Boy, That legend does 3D rendering artwork. So that's where the Andy Warhol inspiration comes in. I asked Fairy Boy to do a 3D rendering of the Andy Warhol iconic banana, the peelable banana.
Mhm.
I think that is just such a cool artwork. It's timeless. If those of you who don't know, Andy Warhol did a cover art. I can't remember the band actually, but he did a cover art for the band, this like iconic band. He did a lot of their cover arts too. But on the actual original vinyl record, you can. It's a banana. That's what the art is a yellow banana. But on like the actual cover, you can peel it off, and it's a pink banana. See, it's kind of horny. He knew what he was doing. So I actually commissioned Fairy Boy to do a 3D render version of that to make
Velvet
it kind of
Underground.
like, what was that? Yeah, Velvet
Velvet
Underground.
Underground.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I felt so stupid just now. I'm like, not me referencing, I don't even know the name. Velvet Underground. Yes, that iconic era. That's so great. Um, but I didn't want it to be like do an exact replica. It's 3D rendered, so it feels modern. I want Sex Icon should feel to me, I think the general like feeling and mood is like vintage sexy feelings of like horniness, but like with a modern twist. Like I want it to feel liminal in a sense. I want it to feel familiar. I want it to feel nostalgic but also modernized. So that 3D render is that, and then he also 3D rendered like a bomb, which is a reference to a lyric for Shiloh, and then a peach, which is a reference to one of Evie's lyrics, because Evie loves some ass. So yeah, those are the people involved. So we got Keanu produced it, Catalan's doing the video, the music video, filmed it, producing it. Evie did his lyrics, Shiloh did his lyrics, Mitch did the engineering and mixing and mastering. Fairy Boy did art, and Christopher Taylor did the other art, Dirty Bear Black. And then I'm there, and then I also have a friend Nick White. He's helped film some content for me as well. That'll come out at some point. So there's a lot of people. It's like 9 or 10 people involved. It's a lot.
That's awesome. And so what's part of the rollout? The song is out, but what's going on next? Like,
Right now, I'm just putting out reels. I filmed myself rapping it in random places, and that's what we're doing for now. And the music video, this is news to everybody. I haven't even said this anywhere. It comes out next Tuesday. We decided that today.
next Tuesday.
The next music video, you can see Evie Oddly's fat cock in my mouth and other places in a music video for Sex Icon. That's next Tuesday. And then there's a lot of random content related to the music video, related to the art pieces. I have more reels of me in random places filmed. It's gonna be a 6-month thing. I'm gonna annoy the shit out of everybody, but I think y'all need to realize that I'm doing this to get new fans, and also I'm trying to feed the fans who have been here for a while. There's different content for different people who follow me.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I will be
I mean,
flooding the market and
you
your
have a
guts.
journey to be a sex icon that you already are, but I mean, you're going to be even more of one. So,
Yes. High rate,
Raid says hello.
high rate zero, San Francisco. What's up? You're a
Um,
witness. You're a witness to filming a shot.
Defear is a witness to me filming a short film on my birthday. So
Oh, that's so cool.
Defear was in the video, was in the movie. So
Oh, that's awesome.
you'll get to see that soon. That's one of the things that we're nominated for at Baltimore Web Fest. So
Oh my god.
I'm
I want to
excited.
go. Well, maybe on the red carpet. I'm not involved, but
You should go to Baltimore then. Come down to Baltimore.
let me just show up. I'm not in anything, but let me just be there.
Hey, it's actually a lot of. I actually encourage people to go to film festivals, even if they don't have a project in it, because you meet a lot of really awesome people. You see a lot of really interesting content and themes and media, films and media themes. I don't know what themes are. But you also get a chance to. Honestly, the biggest part of film festivals is networking, and someone like you should be doing some more of that because I think it's really beneficial. I've gotten a lot of projects that I've got to work on because I met people at film festivals and they said, you know what, I like you. I like let's put you in something, and so I do. So
Listen, if I really like how I look on screen with what we did, and as we continue to film and I continue to enjoy it, then I'll consider, trying to do other things with that as well.
I mean, I
So
think you look great on screen right here. So
yeah, but talking. Let me see how I look talking.
fair enough. Okay.
I would love to
But
do
you could
more
always
stuff.
play characters who are mute. You could play lots of mute characters.
Fun fact, when I went to Liberty University when I was 17, that was actually my major. I wanted to produce film. I wanted to be a director and an actor. That was my two majors. Don't know where that went, but you're actually kind of fulfilling those fantasies for me. So,
Hey, my job is to fulfill people's fantasies. So
and
that's what I
you
do.
do a great job.
That's what I'm here for. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. But thank you for being part of what we do, but thank you honestly for doing what you do as well, because there's such a power in what you put together and put out. And I know that you say it's cringe at times, and I know you say it's silly at times, but what you do is really important to people too, I think. And
I appreciate that.
especially being not being afraid to hide being a disabled artist, especially at this point. I think that there's such a power in you owning that and being proud of the fact that you're putting yourself out there for it, and despite it rather, and not letting it stop you from being who you can be and what you are, which is a really good talented rapper. So
I appreciate that. I will say when we went and filmed those Times Square clips, I was pushing it the whole month of December. I don't know how I even filmed that much content. My body hurt really bad at the end of it, but it was fun. And that was also a test for me to see how far I could go. And I learned a lot and had a lot of fun doing it, despite the issues. It was fun.
I mean, you didn't. You were really good at not letting it stop you. But you picked a very cold day for that. So
Freezing. Oh my God.
I was
Freezing.
like,
I'm
we're
so
both
sorry.
so cold right now.
Oh, it was miserable, but I had fun. It was fun. Well, not,
It
no,
was a lot of fun, and we got to meet some really interesting people. So
it's true. Never Times Square again, though. Learn that lesson. But I'm thinking maybe, maybe I can get you to do that again in the summer, and I'll be shirtless. You told me I should be shirtless and do street interviews. Let's do that.
yeah, we can do that. That could be fun.
Yeah, let's
Except
trade.
you might have to think about one of your tattoos, though. It might need to be covered up at that point.
Fuck
So
Trump. Sorry, I'm not
it,
covering that.
it could cause a distraction from Sex Icon, is all I'm saying. So
I don't care.
instead of talking about Sex Icon, they're going to talk about Trump, and you don't want to talk about Trump. You want to talk about Sex
I
Icon.
mean, I guess that's true, but the haters leave comments, and that drives the algorithm. So I'll take
That's
it.
true. Whatever drives the in the end, whatever drives the algorithm is important, I think. So
Feed it to me.
feed it, yes. Get those algorithm gainers going. So
I'll take it. I'm a gainer with the algorithm, that's for sure.
wow, we are almost out of time, Bryce. My goodness.
I've been keeping an eye on it. I'm sorry I talk so much.
No, I'm always so happy to talk to you and hang out with you. We don't get to hang out enough. So my big excuse is getting you on the shows then, so that way I can at least hang out with you. So
I owe you some time for sure. I'm really sorry. I do.
it's okay. You've been putting together a Sex Icon release schedule. So
I'm also working 5 days a week now, which is a lot, but I
a
can
lot.
make time.
I know that you haven't been doing that, and you're doing a lot with Bear World now, right?
Yeah, that's 3 days a week. That's
What do
3 of
you
my
do for the
days.
other 2 days?
I work in my day job, which is also great. I did that today. It was fun.
That's nice. You're getting out and doing things then.
If you
That's
see me
important.
on the L train, mind your business.
They can't come up and say, "You're a sex icon. I want to talk to you."
You can in the morning, not when it's the evening. I'm not in the mood. I'm not even looking in the eye of anybody.
Very, very valid, and understandable, I think.
Just
So
get the fuck up. How about that? Get off. Get up. Let me have a seat for 4 stops, maybe. You youngins. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all are
what are
young
you?
and
You're
fit
25
and you're
now?
hot. I'm 28. I
Oh,
feel like a
28.
grandpa
My
though.
mistake. I'm so sorry.
Thank you for thinking I'm 25 though. Get off. Get up for elderly people, okay, and disabled people. Y'all are pissing me off. I'm so tired of y'all being hot and sexy and well dressed and smell good. Let me sit down, bitch. I'm so
That's
tired of
that's
it.
that's Bryce's final statement for you
Yep.
all right now.
Anyways, stream Sex Icon and
Where can we stream Sex Icon,
anywhere
Bryce?
you listen to music, anywhere, literally.
Anywhere. And where will we see the music video next week?
You can see it next week. You can see clips of the Not Safe for Work version on Twitter at Mr. Lil Cub. I'll probably be saying that in videos too. Like you can find the links on my website, like brycequartz.com, but it'll probably be on Blue Sky, my alt Blue Sky, my alt Twitter. You'll find the Not Safe for Work clips, and then you'll see clips of the Safe for Work version on all over social media.
Yeah. Did you see the picture I sent you where you make a cameo in my another short film I made?
Maybe. Let me go look.
Scroll back a couple of messages and you'll see it later on. I think I sent it to you a couple days ago, but
I'm so sorry.
it's okay. I just thought it would be a because you mentioned your alt Twitter. I was like, oh well, Bryce.
Oh, right here. I could post that. That's hot.
You make a nice little cameo in there for a short film that I'm doing, which everyone will hear about very soon, I think. But I'm excited for that. But you'll hear about it on my Patreon first. So if you're not on my Patreon, you're missing out on a lot of stuff ahead of everybody else. You have to go to patreon.com/SideKick Productions, and you can join for as little as $3 a month, and you'll get all sorts of extra content and extra media and extra everything before everybody else does, and sometimes only there, because there's a lot of behind the scenes things I've only posted on there. And I encourage you to go to patreon.com/SideKick Productions and sign up today.
You won't regret it. Because honestly, I've been edging to it. So
that is exactly what Bryce does every night, actually. So
yep, you won't regret it. Go get it.
That's how much content is there, as I say. So
it's hot. Even the intro to your show today, I was edging to that. Sorry. Okay, thank you for having me on the show.
Well, mostly was to talk about how great you are. So I understand why you want to edge to that. You're a narcissist. So I mean,
no, I didn't edge to myself. I edged to you.
Oh, well, thank you. That's the sweetest thing anyone said to me all day. So
I've edged to you several times. Come
on. Anyway, everybody.
I have no media training. Anyways, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. It is past our 8 o'clock time on the East Coast. So that's a wrap for today, everybody. Remember, stream Sex Icon by Bryce Quartz and Evie Oddly and Shiloh on everywhere you can stream music. And then the music video, which features Evie and Bryce, Shiloh, right?
Yep.
All three of them are going to be in the video on Tuesday next week, and you can see it. It's filmed and edited by Catalin Stellion, which is another wonderful friend of the SideKick Productions universe. And in the meantime, you can always find me on Monday nights. We've got about 2 more weeks of this, I think, and then we have to wrap up because I've got a bunch of things that I'm working on in April and May and June. But we'll be back in the fall before you know it. So there's that. But in the meantime, I love you all. Have a wonderful... Oh, also, before I go, I saw that Alvin said, happy birthday, Alvin. I know your birthday is coming up, so happy birthday. Everybody wish Alvin a happy birthday. We're excited for you to have a new birthday coming up. And I hope that you have a wonderful time. But anyway, I've kept you all far too long. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. And Bryce, have a good night.
I love you. And I love everyone.
I love you too.
And that's the tea.